Hey guys, today we're going to do an adjective lesson. There we go. And we're going to talk about comparative and superlative. Now, these are both words that we use when we're talking about adjectives. If you remember, an adjective is a descriptive word. It describes my noun, and it's shown by a dark blue triangle. Okay, so when I have comparative, I'm talking about when I'm comparing words. So these are words that usually end in ER. So for example, if I have the word happy and I want to compare it to something, then I would use the form happier. I would say, I am happier than she is, or he is happier than I am. Okay, so this one is a tricky one because if a word ends in Y, you have to change it to an I and add ER. So this is the comparative. The comparative adds ER. Let me show you a couple more. I have the word kind. My comparative form is kinder. He is kinder than she. Okay, we're comparing things. I also have the word fast and faster. The dog is faster than the cat. Okay, you use the comparative form when you're talking about two different things and you're trying to compare them, and you add ER. Now the superlative, I like to remember it as super. The superlative is super, like it's the absolute best. So when I'm talking about adjectives, I could say, I have my adjective happy, the comparative form is happier, and my superlative, my super, who is the most, is happiest. I'm going to add EST. So he is the happiest. He's the super happy one, the most. Okay, happier, happiest. Okay, I have kind is my regular adjective. If I want comparative, I'd say kinder. And if I want superlative, super, the very most, kindest, EST. Okay, now there are a couple that are a little tricky. Okay, now if I'm using the adjective good, like this one, if I want to compare and use the comparative version, I don't say gooder. What do I say? I say she is better. Better. Okay, so if I use the adjective good and then I'm trying to compare something, I have to use better. Now if I want my superlative form, if I want to say that dog over there is the best, I already said it, best. So my superlative, the super one, is best. So it goes good, oops, good, and then it goes better, and then best if we're using the forms of good. Okay, a couple more that are that are a little trickier. Okay, if I have the adjective many, you know what many means. It means some. Okay, but if I want to talk about comparing, I would say more. I would say there are more here than over there. So I'm comparing. And if I'm talking about the superlative, the greatest, it's most. Okay, so many, more, most. There's one more example I want to show you. Okay. Some of them you have to learn. Some of them you might be able to tell. Like I would say fast, faster, fastest. I wouldn't say fast, more fast, most fast. That doesn't make sense. But for words like beautiful, I have my adjective beautiful. And if I want to compare something, I don't say beautifuler. That's not a word. I have to say more beautiful. So I'd say the red flower is more beautiful than the pink flower. Okay? And if I want to compare and talk about the very best one, I say most beautiful. I could say the blue flower is the most beautiful flower. Okay? So most of the time, you're just going to add ER for my comparative. So I add ER to my regular adjective. And most of the time for the superlative, I'm just going to add EST. But there are a couple that are tricky and a couple that are different. Like I said, good, better, best, most beautiful, more beautiful, and beautiful. If you have any questions, just let your teacher know, okay? Thanks.